All right guys, well I got an absolutely nuts one here. It's a GMC Sierra 2500 AT4 HD. Have a look at the height of this thing. I mean, this is the tallest freaking car I've ever stood next to, I swear. And this is not even modified, this is factory height. This thing is absolutely nuts. Check it out. Having a look at the bonnet, you've got this little air scoop that's built into the bonnet. Opening it up, you can see that they've got a water catchment on the right, and then it goes down over to the left, which then sits on top of the airbox when the bonnet's shut. Inside here is a 6.6 litre Duramax turbocharged V8. This V8's boasting 350 kilowatt, but over 1,300 Newton meters of torque. That's 1,300. This thing is absolutely nuts. On the front here, you've got some powder coated red toe shackles or toe hooks, whatever you want to call them. Going up from there, of course, you've got this massive grille with integrated front camera. Heading inside, you've got these massive, again, seats, and everything is massive in this car, and that just makes sense. You wouldn't expect to drive this car and have a tiny interior. This thing's interior is freaking huge, and it has everything you could possibly want. Hopping in, this is a 5-seater. It's got these beautiful leather seats. Having a look, you can see just how wide this is. I personally think this center console should flip up and make a 6-seat because this thing is just so freaking big. Going onto the dash, this even got 240 volt socket in the dash. There's not many cars that you can say there's a 240 volt mains power socket in the freaking dash. And looking just over here, we've got exhaust brakes. That's exhaust brakes in a freaking car. It's absolutely nuts. As you can see, this thing is absolutely beautiful inside, including a full Bose sound system. Everything is finished as nicely as you'd expect for a car of this caliber. This thing is so large, it's coming in just under 5 ton as it is, and it can tow another 7 ton behind it. This thing is just absolutely nuts. Just up here, we've got a beautiful sunroof, and then in the back, of course, your 3 other seats, but there is just so much room back here. I knew it was a big car, but it still caught me by surprise just how much room was in this bloody thing. So of course you're thinking, well, this car's so bloody big, I wouldn't be able to get in. Of course, they've thought of that. They've got automatic steps on entry. You open the doors, the step comes down, and then once you're in, the step goes in and out of the way, so you have better clearances for when you're full driving. It's got the central locking you'd expect to see on this car, but it's also, of course, been optioned with this absolutely mega canopy on the back, which integrates with its central locking, so when you unlock the front door, it unlocks every single door on the car, including all the side toolboxes that you can see here. And bugger me, even these toolboxes aren't normal. They're like drawers, so they can hold more stuff and be more supportive so your stuff doesn't rattle around. Having a look at this canopy, and this canopy is aftermarket, it's not part of the original car, but check this thing out. As I said, it's got the central locking included in all of it, but just check out how much is built into this. So on this side, you've got a refrigerator, a pull-out hot plate, and then a pull-out drawer, and then a pull-out bin, and then on top of that, it's got a pull-out pantry. This thing is like the Swiss Army knife of canopies. Heading around onto the other side, we've got another fridge and another huge drawer, along with all of your electricals. You've got your inverter, 12 volt, 240 volt, you name it, it's all controlled here, including an on-demand hot water system and compressor. Just above the canopy, you can see this awning. There's one on each side. They make a 360-degree awning, so they come out from the side of the car and wrap all the way to the back of the car. You can see here on the driver's side, it's got integrated water inlet. On the passenger side, you've got your diesel and your AdBlue. All of this is built into the canopy and the tray itself. That being said, this entire canopy can just unclip off of this tray and leave you with the tray back with just the toolboxes on the underside. On the back here, you can see we've got 2 water points. That's for if you want to wash down the car or connect into the hot water service. Then underneath that, you've got a compressor point for if you want to inflate any of your tires. And check out the size of this freaking exhaust. It's the size of my hand. That's got to be 4+ inches. I don't know, but it's freaking huge. And talking about size, come around here and have a look at the size of this drive shaft. This thing, yes, it looks like it's aluminium, but holy shit, this is the biggest drive shaft. All right, guys, thanks for coming through this GMC Sierra with me. I hope you liked it, and make sure you subscribe to see more content like this in the future.